talking specifically from the point of view of the Department of Electronics, IT and BT, for helping GCCs, Global Capability Centers, to be set up in the state, we have this initiative called Catalyst. It was actually announced, it was inaugurated by Honorable CM in the CM breakfast meet, where we'll be providing a SPOC, single point of contact, who will be helping GCCs in setting up, maybe identifying the space, regulatory clearances, electricity, land, etc. will be providing. But at the same time, our parallel institution like Invest India, which is in the Union government, we have a parallel institution called KDM, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, where we recruit, and the people who are manning them are not from the government, they are industry people who have at least 20 or 30 years experience in the industry. So since they'll be having contact with the industry, they will be knowing what are the pain points in getting clearances when it comes to many of the regulations. Yeah. So KDM also is involved. So KDM as well as Catalyst, I think, are the two game changers we feel who increase the ease of doing the business in the state.
Yeah. So Rahul, I think, look, on one hand, AI is a big opportunity, whether it's enterprises or states or governments. But AI has also increased the anxiety levels in the general population. Whether you look at biases, you look at deep fakes, you look at, wherever a new technology comes, it comes in with its own challenges. From a population at large perspective, how do you balance these two things as in your role, in your job? How do you balance this innovation and anxiety at the same time?
To be very frank, I think when it comes to AI, everyone is just having a wait and watch policy. No country or no country wants to regulate it by me, which I mean, it's a two-edged sword. I mean, if you regulate it, there's a very high chance that we may curb its development, but at the same time, if you don't regulate it, what may happen? So everyone is having a wait and watch policy. But that being said, in the initial remarks which you told, the state has been a pioneer when it comes to technology, not only of the country, but of this region as well. So we are setting up a committee on responsible AI, consisting of many of the academia. Luckily, we have IMA institutions in this region. We have I.A.S, we have I.M, we have many ITs, IITs, etc. So we'll be setting up a committee on responsible AI. At the same time, we have a couple of Center of Excellences which are set up by the state. Beyond, we have one Center of Excellence which has been set up in association with the IIT Alumni Association. Two more Center of Excellences being setting up. So they not only will be what you told, talking about how to, I don't know, to use the word guardrail, or to ensure that there is some amount of regulation in AI, but that's at the same time we completely utilize what AI offers to us. Presently, even in the Center of E-Governance, CEG, we have an AI cell which we have already set up. Most probably you'll be hearing about some policies in the government in the upcoming budget. A lot of things on AI also we are proposing. So we are trying to balance both of it. Another very interesting thing which we want to come up is to have a regulatory sandbox. In many of the road shows which we went across the world, right from the West Coast to the extreme east of Australia, we didn't find a place where there's a regulatory sandbox where an innovator, where a startup, where a company can come and say, I want to work on this XYZ technology, XYZ solution. There is no law. There is no guidelines as to how it has to be used. But can you provide us a protected environment where we can utilize, where we can test our facilities? So we want to come with a technology solution agnostic ecosystem where it can be tested. So I think there are some areas, I think state of Karnataka, whether it is AI or anything else, you want to be pioneer, and I think it's work in progress.
The regulatory sandbox seems like a very fascinating idea.
And a lot of ideation is happening. I mean, we're all sitting and how do we work around it? There are many departments involved. So I think it's very, very interesting.
So Rahul, before I move to my next question, personally speaking, are you excited about it? Are you scared about AI? Are you a bit of both? What's your personal point of view?
I don't think I'm scared of AI. I think it has provided much more. It will have a lot of advantages, and we'll have to use it. Uh, and a country like India, where I think the advantage of AI is it can leapfrog any economy, any industry, any ecosystem way ahead. So we see India, the Indian ecosystem. I think we are, of course, in GCCs as well. We are doing well, but I think with AI, the advent of AI, I think we'll be able to be the top positions. I think if we utilize this technology properly.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about beyond Bengaluru, right? And look, Bengaluru is everybody knows this. Everybody knows the highs and the lows of Bengaluru as well, and not going to leave you without asking the traffic question. But um, but tell us just a little bit about the beyond Bengaluru. I think as coming outside in, I look at beyond Bengaluru as decentralizing Karnataka, expanding infrastructure, etc., beyond Bangalore. But tell us a little bit about what it is and why are you so passionate about it?
For me, first reason why I'm very much passionate is I'm from a person from beyond Bangalore. But yes, I think a lot of initiatives we have started with respect to beyond Bangalore. I mean, Bangalore definitely has an appetite to take much more. I'm sure it's a debatable statement, but I still feel you have a lot of appetite to take. But the reason people who have made Bangalore what it is, well, of course, those are the people from Bangalore, but also from outside Bangalore. We see people from Hubli, Dharwad, from Mangalore, from Mysore, Tumkur, Kalburgi, Belgaum. A lot of these places have a lot of STEM talent, and they come here to work. And we realize that even having tier 2, tier 3 cities, the standard of life is good, better infrastructure. I think there are a lot of scope where, and a lot of industries who set up their units outside Bangalore, they were very happy with the kind of feedback they got. Attrition was way, way, way low, and they had time for many more things in life. And so that was one feedback we got from the industry. So a lot of initiatives we have begun. I think one, of course, I should mention is the LEAP initiative, local economy acceleration program, where the state has earmarked 1,000 crores to be spent over a span of 5 years over and above already existing programs. So we'll be setting up a couple of incubators, accelerators already. We have earmarked 6 center of excellences. 3 center of excellences we have already started. As a matter of fact, I think one of the very few institutions in the whole country to have a working quantum computer team is set up in beyond Bangalore, in IIIT Dharwad. Many of the premier institutions have emulators and simulators by means of which they can work on quantum technologies. You'll have a quantum computer which will be set up there. Another center of excellence on defense electronics will be set up in IIT Dharwad. In Kalburgi, we have another for skilling. Yeah, we'll be having a center of excellence. We're thinking of having a biotechnology related center of excellence outside. We want to have at least 30 IT parks in beyond Bangalore region. At the same time, many innovation labs, skilling initiatives, we want to do it. At the same time, in Bangalore also, we presently, I think it was just put on tender. A big IT park was to be set up in Mysore, a Global Tech Center, GTC, will be inaugurating maybe in March or April. So a lot of things are happening, and we see a lot of potential. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one industry leader who has set up, not in Mysore, in Chamarajanagar. One electronics VC industry has been set up, and they're very happy with the kind of feedback they get, the kind of employees they have, very low attrition, very next to nil employee problems, and very smooth going, and the ease for expansion also is very easy. So I think that's the reason why we are pushing beyond Bangalore, and I'm very sure in the next 2 or 3 years we'll see very, very concrete evidence of beyond Bangalore initiative being successful.
Fantastic. So Rahul, before our time's up, but before I let you go, I'll ask you a personal question. If let's assume if there was one wish that could come true for you, what would be your wish?
Do you mean as being the part of the department, or
I would assume you want to share being part of a department, but I'll leave it up to you.
I'm an I.A.S officer. I think I'll be in this post for some time. Then I'll go. Maybe as part of the department, I'd say, I think, or which I've already had, may not be part of the department, is the kind of teachers I had. I wish every student did the same kind of teachers which I had. I think that's the only wish.
That's fantastic. That's a fantastic wish. We all need teachers, not just in our school, but even right now. So thanks a lot, Rahul. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much.